This morning on Today's Money, making money by throwing a party. Does it sound almost too good to be true? Well, it's not as long as you're up for some little direct selling. Well, we've got NBC's Mara Schiavocampo with details on how to do this. Hey, Mara, good morning.
Good morning, Ann. Gone are the days of the door-to-door traveling salesman. Today's direct sales business is a growing, robust industry with virtually every type of product available. And you may be surprised at just how much fun some of the sellers seem to be having.
What we're going to do is throw a few of these pieces in.
This mid-morning gathering has lots of snacks and plenty of smiles.
So we're going to go ahead and add that.
But when it comes to cleaning up, it's all about the sales. Can people make a living doing this?
Absolutely. You know, your chips, look, doesn't this look so much better?
As a direct seller for a company called The Pampered Chef, Michelle Zito, a stay-at-home mother of 3, says she makes a solid income.
If you want it to be a full-time job, it's a full-time job. If you want it to be part-time, if you want it to be hobby, it's 100% in your control.
Michelle isn't paid by salary. She gets commission on the various Pampered Chef kitchen products she sells at the so-called cooking shows.
It's a fun way of shopping.
All right.
She'll demonstrate things to a point where you're like, I have to have it.
Michelle's in control of her hours and schedule. And the best part, she never steps foot in an office. Are you having fun?
I am having the best time. Pampered Chef has solved that problem by having... It's not just the stay-at-home mom doing this anymore. It is every working professional, lots of teachers. We have real estate, doctors, lawyers.
I'm here to show you modern dishes for modern living.
It all began with the original Tupperware parties and the ladies of Mary Kay.
With those samples, you can try a variety of Mary Kay products.
Today, more than 16 million Americans are direct sellers, with about $30 billion in sales each year, according to the Direct Selling Association.
How many of you like hummus?
Michelle, who sells full-time, says she makes about $60,000 a year. Others work fewer hours, bringing in a little extra spending money.
The median income for a direct seller is about $2,400 a year. It's a couple $100s a month for many people that pays the gas bill or take a family vacation.
All types of products and wares are sold. Hundreds of companies offer a wide range of products and wares: cosmetics, garden supplies, stamps, wine, clothing and candles, you name it.
Well, the majority of direct sellers spend less than 10 hours a week on their direct selling business. The flexibility of direct selling is key for a lot of people.
That's what appeals to Michelle, who's now an independent executive director with 200 consultants on her direct selling team. She's still able to be at home with her family and cash in from those fun-filled cooking show parties.
Who doesn't love a place where there's food, shopping, and laughter? It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. You can go ahead and...
Now, a few important words of caution. Before you sign the dotted line with any company, consumer advocates say you need to make sure it's a legitimate opportunity and not any type of pyramid scheme. Also consider what it costs to get set up in the business. If you're paying too much for startup fees, that's a big red flag. So before you jump in, research the company very thoroughly through places like the Direct Selling Association. Ann?
All right, Mara Schiavocampo, thank you so much. Let's now bring in today's financial editor, Jean Chatzky, this morning. Hey, Jean.
Good morning.
So, wow, $60,000 a year. This sounds like a good idea. We just heard that there could be some scams. You've got to watch out for that.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely do. And as Mara said, the red flag is the startup costs. If you're paying more than $100 or $200 to get into this business, chances are it's a pyramid scheme and not something that you want to be dealing with.
So once you've done your homework and you feel pretty confident that you've got a good company, how do you get started?
You go to a website like the Direct Selling Associations, which is dsa.org, and pick a business that you're passionate about, because you're selling this. You've got to be out there fronting this business, and if you don't believe in it, chances are you're not going to be very successful.
You get to be your own boss. What about recession proofing? Is this more recession proof than maybe some other jobs?
We actually see businesses' sales from direct selling go up in recessions. That may be because more people are out there doing it, but yes, the opportunities are still there. And although you have to make your own hours, it's important to remember that you get out of it what you put into it. And if you're not going to put in the kind of time that the woman in the piece was putting in, you're not going to be making $50,000 a year.
Since you're working for yourself, you're also not going to be getting health insurance and that kind of stuff, are you?
Interestingly enough, not necessarily through the company itself, but the DSA offers health insurance for some of the companies, so you may be able to go that route and find it.
How much risk is involved? I mean, you're getting all this material from the home office, so to speak. Are you now financially responsible for it if you don't sell it?
You should find a money-back guarantee. If it's a viable company, they should be willing to buy back at about a rate of 90% all of the inventory that you put in. And if they're not willing to buy that back from you, again, another red flag.
You know what's really nice about it is that I think a lot of families and communities will want to support people, and they'll want to buy things really from people they know. So there's a real possibility of some good luck here.
Yeah, I find that to be true. I get invited to parties like this all the time. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't, but they're always a lot of fun.
All right, I hope I get invited soon. Gene Chasky, thank you so much.